Boy, oh boy, LA is starting to look really good right now to me, Kendrick. As the Dallas Cowboys, well, we got some hot items out there on that field, don't we?
Really? Really?
Yeah,
So I mean, so
yeah,
much for yeah, man. So much for a walkthrough. You said. I mean, I tried to get you to
yeah.
speak
Well, this
out
is
with your
just
chest.
remember this is a dress rehearsal and a walkthrough for
Yeah,
what's about to go on.
no. You said it was a walkthrough. You cowered down and then cowered down to a walkthrough.
Yeah.
So basically, this game really didn't count. So
Yeah. This is a prelude to get you ready for what's about to happen this season.
You don't prelude on a walkthrough. That's what you guys basically said. It was a walkthrough. This is a glorified walkthrough.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, man. Did you not feel comfortable that, let's just say, if something was to happen to the quarterback, don't you feel good with Sam Howell back there throwing the football?
You know what?
Don't you feel good?
You know what? You may be right, because like every other year he does get hurt. So last year he was healthy. So this year is the year. He's probably gonna miss about 5 games or something. So,
No, we're not doing that.
I'm just saying, every other year
doing that.
he gets hurt, man. He does get hurt every other year. So this is the year. But listen, man. The quarterback position was actually very good this year, man. Not just Sam Howell. Joe Milton played his butt off, man.
Yeah, he was actually letting him fly today.
Still hot and honey. This ain't Sam Howell's to lose. I mean, this is even. Some people on the chat, some people on played the better football game today. But I want to talk about, man, that we found. Listen, man, I believe this wide receiver room is going to be the deepest in the NFL. I truly believe that, because, man, we have found our wide receiver number 2. We already had a wide receiver number 1. Now we found our wide receiver number 2 is Caden Brown.
Here we go.
Caden Brown. And that makes CeeDee Lamb now our wide receiver 3. And boy, if you got CeeDee Lamb as your 3rd best wide receiver on your team, you got one heck of a wide receiver room, man. I kid you not. So I'm very pleased on that, man. Listen, we already got a Michael Irvin. We got now we found our Alvin Harper, and doggone it, we already had our Kevin Martin or Kevin Williams. We got them in the book, man. We finally found.
So he's Antonio Brown.
Clayton.
It's Creighton, man. It's Creighton. It's Patrick Creighton.
Antonio Brown can go to Patrick Creighton. Yeah, man. Our wide receiver number 3. So happy about the wide receiver room is finally complete. This Caden Brown now gonna be our wide receiver number 2. I'm looking forward for him to our wide receiver 1. Looking forward to it, man.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to the season yet. We haven't gotten to the season yet, and you're already doing this, man. Really?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything. I'm joyful. We have a deep wide receiver now. You knocked down CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver number 3, and that's where he probably should have been all along. Wide receiver number 3. Perfect. He loves to play the slot, so that's perfect for him. That's perfect for him. So now you got George Pickens on one side playing the X. You got Caden Brown playing the Z, and now you got CeeDee playing the Y in the middle. I like it a lot, man. This is gonna be beautiful, man. Dak Prescott got so many weapons, man. We're gonna score a lot of points this season. You got CeeDee Lamb locked on your third worst corner, right where he needs to be. He's gonna have a lot of opportunities to show up, man. So listen, it's a lot of Pro Bowlers played out of the slot. They had Hall of Fame careers playing in the slot position, man. So I expect nothing less from CeeDee Lamb, man. He's gonna be the best wide receiver 3 in the NFL this upcoming season. Guarantee you that. I guarantee you that, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Well,
this
offense looked pretty good. Looked pretty good tonight. I felt comfortable. Even with the running back.
It didn't start off good, in my opinion. Phil Maffa, the offensive line in the first half was kind of trash. They couldn't get off the ball, get off the blocks. But in the second half, the offensive line really showed up and started moving guys around. So very happy about that. But in the case of the running backs, Walt, if you actually really look at it, Malik Davis had the best night of the night, especially in the second half. Jaden Blue and Maffa really did stand the first half. Maybe it's because of the offensive line, maybe it's not. But Malik Davis, I think, really took one step forward into being RB2 going forward. Israel Abukanan also had a good night, but he's basically playing up against guys who are not going to even be on the team for the Seahawks or even on the Cowboys, so you can't look in there. But Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa had a really good chance to really show something in the first half, and they didn't. And it dove over for Malik Davis for that RB2 position, as he had a great second half in this game. But listen, the story of the night is my guy, wide receiver number 2, Caden Brown, just coming alive. 3 catches, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. He caught 2 tutties off 2 different quarterbacks. That's how good he was. Well, we have our Alvin Harper. We have our Tony Hill. Finally, we have our Terrence Williams. We've been looking for him so long. We finally got our wide receiver 2. Let's go ahead and make this playoff.
So now CeeDee Lamb is Cole Beasley, Joey Galloway, Roy Williams.
Yeah. Roy Williams was a great wide receiver, number 3 here. Great wide receiver.
Yeah. He was the second best receiver on the worst team in the NFL at one point, remember?
Yeah, man. See, that's what happens. When you push him down, and get somebody better than him, then you start winning games. You start winning games. So that's why I see her, man. Listen. Look, I said it before and I said it again. It's a lot of Hall of Fame wide receivers playing the slot. That was strictly slot receivers or wide receiver 3. So it's gonna be a great career for CeeDee Lamb moving this way forward, man. But able to see now we got all the receivers locked in the position. The offensive line played pretty damn good. These wasn't the starters, but it was the backups. Remember, I always say about backups, preseason games count because for backups, you'll always walk one play away from playing the rest of the season. So seeing these guys step up, especially the offensive line, step up in the second half and give a shout out to the defense. Except for Caden Carson, who should be cut as soon as he showers. He gave up more yards to the Seattle Seahawks himself than the Cowboys defense did off his penalties. And really, Seattle, they missed a touchdown because he fell down on one play. And if Jalen Milroe would have looked to the right, I don't know who that guy was. He would have had a touchdown. I think that was let me see who this guy was. Cody Wright. Just put a move on Caden Carson. And if he would have looked to the right, that'd been a touchdown walking. But unfortunately for the Cowboys, he didn't look that way. He took the safe play in the middle, and the Cowboys was able to dodge a bullet on that play. But Caden Carson should be cut. As soon as he get out of the showers. He was god awful. Sorry, he was.
So you're already making cuts.
Yeah. Caden Carson. Yeah, you cut. You cut. I mean, you can't have guys that commit penalties after penalty. The man committed 2 penalties in the first possession. He basically marched the Seattle Seahawks himself down there for the first touchdown of the preseason. I mean, himself personally, just giving up yards. But listen, if they was able to bounce back, the defense, good pass rush, good lean, for all the defensive players today got after the quarterback. Love, listen, our DC Christian did his job. The defense look sound, look straight. Even after that bad first quarter, they kind of got hold of themselves and will kind of really set the tone from the second, third, and fourth on. So Christian Parker, shout out to him. He's one of my Cowboy ups. And how that defense bounced back in the second, third, and fourth quarters. Hopefully, sign for good things to come for the rest of this preseason, also for the rest of the regular season.
Let's talk about the secondary here for a minute, Kendrick.
Also,
what did you like in the secondary tonight, back there with the cornerbacks and the safeties and stuff today? Feel like they did a good job today, right?
Well, except for one guy, we just talked about him. But yeah, the rest of the secondary, like I said, really put the on the side receiver. Now, like I said, he's all backups, but when you're playing against their backups, you want to third teamers. They're the meat of your team because, like I said, you're one play away. Had some great moments. I'm trying to find these guys. Had some great moments by yeah, here we go. Had some great moments. By had some great moments. Had some good tackles on the night. Also, we had Bridges. Had some good moments tonight. He has a couple pass breakups. And also as I'm looking at Revel Jr., Siobhan Revel Jr. maybe had those injuries. Coming back at those that devastating knee injury that cost him most of the season last year. He had some good moments tonight. All in all, we also had the I wouldn't say the few plays we saw of the number one draft pick. He was only in there for 4 plays, Walter. But our number one draft pick.
Did we need to see him in there any longer?
What's Cully? I don't know if he made. Yeah. Well, I wanted to see him off in there. At least he played like the first 4 possessions of the first possession. Then they took him out near the goal line. I like to see him a little long, but you want to avoid injury.
We want to avoid injury. We want to avoid all injuries.
You want to avoid injury, any kind of freakish injury. So, but I wanted to see him play a little bit more. But he's going to be solid. But all in all, the even without him off into the secondary for the Cowboys, really, except for one player, really manned up and really shut down whoever was out there playing wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks out there. I think what was the passing yardage for Seattle in this game? As I look back at it, let's see who it is. Drew Lock only threw for 40 yards. Milrow only threw for 36 yards in this game. But remember, they were sacked a numerous amount of times. So basically 49 yards total passing between the two quarterbacks on this game. So like I said before, Drew Lock had a 98 quarterback rating, but Jalen Milrow came in had a 72.9 quarterback rating. That's pretty decent right there. But like I said, the pass rush was fierce. And then when it wasn't a pass rush, there was no Alex to throw the football to. And we saw too many of that walk last season with the Cowboys. And anybody and everybody was wide open every time we saw him. This time, Christian Parker, who's a secondary guy, he coaches the secondary in Philadelphia. Really got those guys tied in on the string, at least for week 1 of the preseason. So that's good to see, except for one guy, Caden Carson, who should be cut right now. right about now.
Why do you Why do you want him cut? Wait a minute. You don't even want to make the trip to Arizona?
Did you watch the first quarter? That man was giving up. That man had 3 penalties all by himself in the first quarter. I mean, 3 penalties. He had a face mask penalty. He had a legal contact penalty. Then he had a pass interference. He had the trifecta. He did everything bad, and every defensive back should never do. He had the trifecta. You know what they say in wrestling? What's the when you win all the belts? When you win all the belts, what do they call it? A triple crown winner. A grand slam. He was a grand slam. He was the grand slam winner of penalties for DBs today. He committed every penalty a defensive back should commit. He committed it. He got his money's worth from PIs to illegal contacts to face mask. He did everything. No, he didn't commit everything. He didn't get a defensive holding, but I guarantee you, if they'd have kept him out there longer, he would have got that also. So like Caden Carson. Yeah, goodbye. I seen enough of him from the last 2 or 3 years. How bad he is, but except for him, the rest of the secondary was pretty good underneath the new DC Christian Parker.
Well, true. Oh, shout out to Josina Anderson, who's tuned in to us on Instagram right now.
Okay.
So here's the thing, Kendrick. I was watching the defense, and I really feel good about the way this defense played and the way this defense looked today. I feel comfortable with it, that, you know, if we were to start this thing today, that they'd be all right back there in that backfield in the secondary.
Now, but like I said, there was no.
Now, granted, the guy who you want cut
coverages back there.
Yeah, but granted, the guy you want cut or whatever, I think they played well today. They played well today. Not gonna say good or the best, but they played well today.
They played well, except for him. But like I said, there was no busting coverages out there like you saw last season, where it was a bunch of gas where guys were standing doing this with the hands like this, talking about was that your assignment? Was that your assignment? You didn't see anything. It looked like they knew what they were doing. It looked like they were coached up from the days of Mike Zimmer, who should have been on a porch somewhere, hugging his grandkids.
Cool, with his grandkids,
about putting them out there. Yeah. Mike Zimmer, retirement is good, anybody. You should have been retired a long time ago before you step back on.
So he's somewhere still. Isn't he somewhere still getting hot sauce in his eye from chicken wings?
Yeah. I will hope not. Listen, come on, I will hope not, man. Listen. Like I said, there was no, at least for tonight, there was no gaffes. There was no wide open guys just running free out there. They look tied together on the string. But also, I'll get a big shout out to the pass rush for the Dallas Cowboys. Got after it. I don't know how many sacks that the Cowboys had. I'm gonna try to look up on here right quick. How many sacks they had, but they had a bunch of them on here. Let me see. Let me check it out. I think I got it right here. Let's see. No, they don't have sacks on this one right here. But I think they had about 5 or 6 sacks in this game. As far as the team sacks. So they got the quarterback really good, especially in the second half. In this game. So shout out to the Cowboys line of scrimmage, the pass rush. We know that we run the 3-4 now, and like the edges on there really the edge linebackers really got after the Seattle Seahawks offensive line on the edge. They won the edge tonight. That's what we wanted to see. He had guys like excuse me, I'm trying to read this off. James Houston,
James Houston came up with a big play. James Houston did.
James Houston, Dunn Jr. He was in the backfield a lot. Isaiah Land, he was in the backfield a lot tonight. DJ Wilters, he had his moments. You just had a bunch of guys. Toya, he was in there. A bunch of guys, and the pass rush just wasn't coming from the outside. It was coming from the middle too. And I tell you what, Walt, we can talk about edge pass rushers make money, but if you can pass rush up the middle, that disrupts an offense, a passing game like no other. If you can, because a quarterback has to step up in the middle of the pocket. If you can get pass rush up the middle and make that quarterback have to bounce outside, that takes his eyes off his targets and have his eyes dance, and that gives your defensive backfield time to recover and possibly make some plays in the secondary. But shout out to the Cowboys in the middle of that defensive line for getting pass rush in the middle of that defensive line, mostly all through the second half, the third quarters tonight. Not just on the edge.
Like setting the stage for us to get Max Crosby to just drop him right in there in this pass rush and get things going.
Well, according to the Cowboys, according to the Cowboys broadcast, you don't need guys. When you got a pass rush with a bunch of guys, you don't need a guy to get 18, 16. You don't need those guys anymore. I mean, that's what they were saying. We don't need those guys anymore. We got 5 or 6 guys to get the team.
No,
I'm just saying. That's what they said on the Cowboys broadcast. We don't need a guy getting 20 sacks. We got 5 guys who get 8 sacks.
Sound like some Fred King and Megaron.
I'm just saying. That's what they said. I'm just saying. They said, I quote. I don't know who that was. They said, I quote. This is why this pass rush going to work. You don't need a guy out there who's going to rely on you to get you 20 sacks a game. We got 5 or 6 guys that can get you 8 sacks a piece. That'll make up well over the difference. There was a quote. Over one guy getting you 20 to 23 sacks, so we don't need him. That was the quote. So Max Crosby, the Cowboys broadcast team is saying we don't need a Max Crosby out there. So hey, I'm just going with what they said.
Come on, man. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Come on now. That's crazy. Hey, how did you like Christian Parker's play calling today?
We got 8 guys sacks. We don't need you.
Well, we need him. Don't listen to that.
Okay, chat me up right quick.
Go ahead.
Well, chat me up right quick. You talk. I know your favorite position is the quarterback. So,
actually, it's the wide receiver position.
Out of the quarterbacks today.
Oh man, look who's back.
Up on the quarterbacks. What did you see out of the quarterbacks?
Who's back. Look who's back. Campazzo.
Oh, what's up? Campazzo. Oh.
Okay, what was your question? I missed it.
Look, good. It's great having the NFL's fastest man back in the fold.
Oh God,
again.
No.
Oh, you talking about? Tony Romo? You talking about Tony Romo?
Yeah.
Okay, you talking about Trump? The okay, what are you talking about? My bad. You talking about Tony Romo? Listen, if he's still around,
he won't be.
By the time the Cowboys go to Rio, then maybe we'll talk about
it. He getting fired. Don't worry about it. You won't have to worry about Tony Romo. He fired.
He getting fired. Okay. Well, the only nine I know is the NFL's fastest man.
Now stop it. Stop it. He's not the fastest man.
My favorite. Yeah, listen. Well,
he's not the fastest man in the NFL.
Not me.
You cannot be the fastest man in the NFL and not have any returns. You cannot do it. No, you can't.
Walter. It's not me saying that. It's
the Kendrick.
It's the league.
The Kendrick. Yeah, I have 0 touchdowns.
All right.
I have 0 touchdowns. The Kendrick. I have 0 touchdowns. Hey, I can't. I need tuds. I need tuds.
Maybe he's so fast, he's just running right past the end zone.
Come on, man.
Just can't see.
Come on, man.
Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. Maybe just He's just zooming right past the speed of light, just zooming right past the end zone. To next week, he's so fast. But that's just me. It's just, hey, don't kill the message. Do not kill the message. Go ahead. What you say, Capazzo? No more Tony.
No more Tony. Here we go,
no
Jim.
More, here we go. Hey. Guess what? You know what? Know what they're doing? They're making a call to Phil Simms right again. Phil Simms used to do that. Used to be on that call. Phil Simms. Hey, Phil Simms and Jim Nance back again. Calling games on CBS, I guess.
Isn't Mike Tomlin over there? Well, like I said, to get in the booth.
Said before, Walt, chat me up. I don't think Mike Tomlin will do any commentary, man. Mike Tomlin barely wants to talk. Do the presser. When he's doing the press, he barely wants to talk. I don't think he wants to talk.
He's on. I think he's on CBS now. He's on CBS now.
Wow. Oh, you on CBS? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know where he was. I thought he just went home. Okay, well, check me up. How'd you like the quarterbacks today?
Oh, well, I love me some Sam Howell. I told you. I feel comfortable that if my quarterback was to go down, I feel comfortable with Sam Howell could get me a couple wins. Not too much Joe Milton. But Joe Milton was letting that thing fly today, man. I was very impressed by Joe Milton. Today. But Sam Howell can probably get me anywhere from 2 to 4 wins if my quarterback was to go down. I feel confident in that today.
Okay. Oh well, you may get your point. Like I said before, when Dak Prescott plays a healthy season, the next season he usually hurt multiple games. So you may get your shot to see if he can win you a couple games.
I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out.
Well, you say you felt confident, so I'm just saying.
I just say I feel confident that if the quarterback goes down, I can see he can get us about 2 to 4 wins.
You may have to feel really confident, like I said before. If he plays a healthy season, he usually misses games the next one. But listen, I liked the way Joe Milton played. He looked poised in there. The spiral was tight. He played within himself. He wasn't so easy to go try to take off and use his legs. He went through his progressions, and I don't think it's just Sam Howell's to win. I don't think it's Sam Howell's to lose. I think he's got to go win this competition. Wow. I think it was dead even. Some people say they thought Joe Milton played the better game.
Joe Burrow in the preseason game today. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, we know, and we know how Joe Burrow gets hurt. He gets hurt a lot. So, but anyway, that's their problem. They got away with it. But yeah, I think this competition gonna go down to the wire. I think Joe Milton made very good work for himself to not just this is Howell's to win. To lose. I think he's in it, and and then what that does is that makes for good competition. Next week in Arizona against the Cardinals next Saturday night. So I'll be looking forward to it. But like I said, both quarterbacks played very well today. Sam Howell
if you had to take one right now, who would you take, Sam Howell or Joe Milton?
Right now, I'll take me. I'm still sticking with Sam Howell because he's the more experienced quarterback. He's got the NFL starts throughout his career, so he has started a lot of games. But like I said before, the guy with the best talent, arm talent, is Joe Milton. He has the best arm talent. Now, arm talent don't mean a doggone thing if you don't know how to read coverages. But like I said before, at least for this game, he looked like he was confident, just dropping and going to picking the right. I don't think he.
Here's a good. Here's a good
I don't
point.
think he did.
Cowboys had 0 missed tackles tonight compared to 19 in the first preseason game last season. Wow, it's a good number. It's a good stat.
Yeah, Fish. And guess what? This is the first. This is the first win in the preseason opener the Cowboys have had since 2017. So they have not won season opener for almost 9 years.
Yeah.
17 and won a preseason opener. Wow,
man, it's gonna be so fun to see the Cowboys in LA this year. I mean, to see them at SoFi Stadium, it's gonna be so fun.
Listen,
it's so great. Man, it's gonna be so great, man. I feel it.
Yeah, man.
I really feel it.
Yeah, man. You gonna see him through that week. Yeah, man. You gonna see him through that week. Get a chance to do interviews with him all through that week. Talk about what they sponsoring and stuff out there. Darren Woodson, Emmitt Smith, all them guys, what they sponsor.
Yeah, because they're going to be sponsoring us because we're going to be in the Super Bowl. Yeah. I hope to sit down with him before the Media Row, But my favorite thing to do, they have an event called Opening Night, like that Monday when you get there, and it's going to be so great to go around and talk to these Cowboy players when they're sitting in their booths. And SoFi, it's gonna be so great, man. It's really gonna be cool.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I play Madden too. And I'm a big Madden fan.
You probably don't play with the Cowboys on Madden though.
Man, I say it was, but that's video games. That's
right.
That's AI. We talking about real life. And the Cowboys ain't been to the Super Bowl since you and me both was in school. So that's been a long time ago. We both were in school. Getting out lesson plan.
See, I want the people at home to know the reason why I do these shows, these pre-halftime post-game shows with you. It's because you, like every other non-believer, I do these shows to get you guys to stop living in the moment and start living in my reality. And my reality is that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be in the Super Bowl. That's why I do these shows. But just stop getting you to live in the moment and start living in the reality. My reality, that is.
Oh, okay. My reality. You sound like
your guy likes to live in the moment.
Everyone
wants to live in the moment,
and it's really
you like to live in the moment. When teams are high, you like to call them your team, like you did the other day. Your Spurs, your Knicks, your Eagles and stuff like that. You live in the moment, and I understand it. I can appreciate it.
Hold on, whoa,
in the moment.
Whoa, sir. What? Fans 83. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been a Knicks fan since 83.
Okay.
I've been a Knicks fan since 83. Well, how dare you? Question my
never seen him. Never seen you with a Knicks hat on,
man. Orange and blue guys. I don't know where you going with that. So you got out there. Oh, he's trying to. I can get a suspect Knick fan. I've been a Knick fan, man. Shoot up, man. What you talking about? Orange and blue sky.
Okay. Never seen you with a Knicks hat on. I've seen you with an OKC hat on. But I've never seen you with a Knicks hat on. Never seen you refer to Knicks anything. But now they win the championship, and now all of a sudden they're your Knicks. But you know what, Capazzo? This guy doesn't even live in the United States
we won
anymore.
The championship.
He doesn't even live in the United. Capazzo doesn't even live in the United States anymore. Look at what he's saying.
Wonder why?
He feels it. He understands it. The Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. You know why? Because he lives in my reality. He lives in my reality.
I wonder why. Capazzo, you want to tell everybody why you don't live in the United States now? It's comments like that right there. The reason why you don't live in the United States. Capazzo, listen, buddy. You and Walt both need to put the blue Kool-Aid down. It didn't work for Jim Jones in Jonestown. It ain't gonna work for y'all. Listen, I never said I was a Cowboy fan. I would say I was a Cowboy realist. Out there. And the Cowboys got a long way to go. Tonight was a good preseason start. Love what I saw. But opening night, in New York. And I'm telling you right now, the Fighting Donald Trumps. I mean, that Jackson Dart is Donald Trump's favorite athlete. He basically said as much. It's my favorite. It's a beautiful man. This is my favorite quarterback. There's no way in God's green earth Donald Trump would not have his fingers on the pulse of that game to favor the New York Football Giants on that Sunday night, September 13th. I guarantee you. That's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. Sorry. So sorry. Not sorry. But sorry.
Listen, 47 can have his hand or stamp on the game. It doesn't matter. We will be opening up the season with a W. I mean, that's all. We're printing W's this year.
Yeah,
that's all we're gonna do is print dubs.
Yeah, ain't no chance in hell. Ain't no chance in hell, man. We're gonna win that game. Boy, you must don't know what president you talking about.
I don't know. They keep throwing Jackson Dart out there in preseason and getting him smashed out there on the field. He might not even make it to week 1.
Yeah, hey, he did lay on that ground a long time. I said, he done for the year. He put some smelling salt on him. He got up
in preseason.
In preseason,
he shook it off.
Hey, that be his last preseason game this season. He won't be back. So his next game will be on Sunday night on the 13th. Oh, Walt, check me up. Do you agree with me? You should. You probably don't, but you should. Do you agree with me that as far as the running back, the running back that Malik Davis basically made a case for him being RB2 that you didn't see what you needed to see out of Jadon Blue or Phil Maffa tonight?
Listen, man, it's been some people. There's been some chatter. They think that the Cowboys should cut Jadon Blue. They think they should go ahead and make the cut. He shouldn't be here. I think that Malik Davis might be RB1. Okay. Just me personally.
Like I said,
yeah,
I like what Malik Davis.
Word around town is to cut Jadon Blue, man.
Like I said, I like what Malik Davis did today. He came in, he was forceful. He wasn't tippy-toeing in the line of scrimmage. He was one cut back in the line, in the hole, out of the hole. Like I said, he was his average. He was 5.6 yards a carry tonight, compared to Jadon Blue, who was 2.4 yards a carry off 8 carries for 19 yards. Malik Davis was 7 for 39. Like I said, Phil Maffa didn't have that many carries. He only had 4 for 9, but really, basically, he's a short yardage back. But like I said, this is a competition between Jadon Blue was supposed to. Remember, he came out of Texas, was drafted, won the 4th round. He was supposed to be coming in the next season that number 2 back, but he just ain't panned out. And like you said, I've been hearing a lot of chatter too about that Jadon Blue may get cut. I will hope not, but listen, man, at some point you got to figure it out.
Capasso says Jadon Blue gives me the blues.
Yeah, at some point you got to figure it out, man. And so he's got 2 more games to do that, or he may possibly get cut because, like I said before, Malik Davis last season when he came in late in the season, you remember that
Metroplex wants some cut.
You remember Malik Davis, that big time run he had against Kansas City. He played pretty good at the end of the season when guys were hurt. But yeah, Jadon Blue, he's got to show me something in the next 2 games, or he might be cut. I hate that because I like Texas players, but you got to show up and prove, man. And tonight he just did not.
Hey, you know what, man? Let's go over the stats and facts while we grooving here.
Okay. All right. Let's get to these stats and facts brought to you by me, myself, and I. And Walt Chisholm. What's up, Walt Chisholm? In this 17-7 Cowboys win in Seattle. Cowboys now 1-0 on the preseason. This is the first win in an opening preseason game. Good Lord, since 2017. Next up for the Cowboys is a trip to Arizona to play
Another
the
team
Cardinals
who will
next
see the
Saturday
season.
night. That game will be tipping off at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock next Saturday night. Let's get to the stats and facts. The Cowboys had 21 first downs in this game compared to 14 for the Seattle Seahawks. In this game, 11 of 15. That's pretty damn good. That's darn near almost close to 90%. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks were 6 of 12 off third down. Fourth down, Cowboys never went for it. The Seattle Seahawks went for it twice. They failed twice. Shot to the defense on that. Christian Parker. Total plays, the Cowboys ran 63 of them.
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys ran 63 plays compared to the Seattle Seahawks 52. Total yardage, Cowboys had 338 in total yardage compared to 165 for the Seahawks. So, like I said, Christian Parker's defense from the second quarter on had the Seattle Seahawks locked up and threw away the key. Total drives in this game, 8 for Seattle, 7 for Dallas. Yards per play, the Cowboys had 5.4 yards per play to the Seattle Seahawks, just 3 yards per play. Passing yardage, 201 to 49 in favor of the Cowboys. In this game, yards per pass, the Cowboys was 7.4 to Seattle 2.0. You think about that. You think about last season, the Cowboys just giving up. They give up the most passing yards in the league and just only giving up basically 2 yards per pass in this game. Impressive, even though it was a preseason game. Neither team threw an interception, but the Cowboys sacked the Seahawks 3 times for 27 yards. You might now shout out to the offensive line on this. They didn't give up a sack. The Cowboys did not give up a sack in this game. So shout out, impressive. Now, but both quarterbacks, Howell and Milton, were clean tonight. Rushing yards, Cowboys had a $137 to Seattle's 107. Cowboys had 36 attempts off those 137 to Seattle's 28 attempts for their 107. Both teams had 3.8 yards per rush. Red zone, the Cowboys were 1 out of 2 in the red zone compared to Seattle, who was 1 of 4 in the red zone. That's good defense by the Cowboys, including that goal line stance after that turnover, botch punt. I don't know who that dude was, but he should be cut also for making that dumb.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Of a catch. You can go and cut him. That's fine, man.
Why are you doing Shoddy and Will McClay's job for him, man?
I told Shams, Carson, Caden Carson, he may need to get him a job interview up there at the school, man. He let me fill out an application. maybe a PE teacher. Penalties. The Cowboys still, I'm pretty sure Shotty's not gonna be happy with this. The Cowboys had 13 penalties for a $103. That's a football field right there. And meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks were 8 for 71. Total turnovers. The Cowboys had 1 turnover in this game. They had a fumble loss in this game, but it didn't come back to haunt them. But the time of possession, the Cowboys were 32-55 in time of possession to Seattle's 27 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's get to the box score, if you will. Let's go with the victorious Dallas Cowboys. Joe Milton,
he used to stand there a lot this year, Kendrick.
Well, that I may say that 8 times this year. That's an 8-9 record, in my opinion. But Joe Milton, he was 12 of 15 tonight in the second half for a $107, 7.1 yards per throw. He had a touchdown tonight for to the same receiver as Sam Howell did, Caden Brown. But his his quarterback rating was 118.6 in this game. Sam Howell in the first half, he was 8 of 12 for 94 yards, 7.8 yards per pass. He also had a touchdown to the same wide receiver, Caden Brown. His QBR rating was a $118.1 in this game. So, like I said, both quarterbacks were slinging that thing and slinging it right. Malik Davis was the high man as far as rushing, especially in the second half. He had 7 carries for 39 yards, 5.6 yards per carry, including a long of 14 yards. Israel Abanakan, 7 carries for 36 yards, 5.1 yards a carry for him, including a long for 9 yards. Jadon Blue, I guess the streets want him cut. He didn't do himself any justice. He had just had 8 for 19 yards, 2.4 yards a carry, including a long of 4 yards. Sam Howell, he scrambled for two times for 15 yards, 7.5 yards a carry, including a long of 10 yards. Joe Milton also used his legs 7 times for 10 yards, 1.4 yards a carry, including a long for 5 yards. Anthony Smith had a carry on the receiver, had a carry for 9 yards in this game. And Phil Maffa, our short yardage back, 4 carries for 9 yards for him, 2.3 yards a carry for him, including a long of 4 yards. My bFb DFW player of the game, I'm going to get him out the way. Caden Brown, my new wide receiver number 2, my new Alvin Harper. Sorry. My new Alvin Harper. Cameron Brown. 3 carries for 62 yards, 20.7 yards a catch for him, including 2 touchdowns and a long for 39 yards. One of those touchdowns.
So you putting him above Ryan Flanor and Cavante Turpin and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb's my 3. CeeDee Lamb's my 3. Flanor is my 4, and the NFL fastest man is my 5. So we got a 5. We got a wide receiver group. We straight. Let's go win some ball games. Michael Trigg, 4 catches on the tight end, 4 catches for 30 yards, 7.5 a catch. He's competing for that tight end number 2 play spot. He had all 5 targets for him. Anthony Smith, 2 catches for 28 yards, including a long of 23 off 5 targets. Tyler Johnson, 2 catches for 25 yards for him. Including a long of 14 yards off 2 targets. Jonathan Mingo, man, when is he gonna get cut? 2 carries for 20 yards for him.
He's still here.
He's still here, man. Hey, he is still here, man. That man, listen, man, that man surviving like cockroaches. Jadon Blue, 2 catches for 15 yards for him, 7 yards a catch off 2 targets. Jordan Hudson, 2 catches for 15 yards for him off 2 targets. He was 7.5. Also, Phil Maffa also had a catch for 6 yards in this game off 1 target. DJ Rogers had a catch for 2 yards off 2 targets. Monquez Valdez Scanting, the former chief, he's on his way to get cut. He looked like he wasn't even interested in playing football today. And I interested him into the unemployment. Israel Abanakan, he didn't have any catches, but he did have a target. And Zach Kuntz, one target for one reception for -2 yards in this game. As we said, Trayshawn Holden muffed the fumble. So that probably ends his Cowboy career, or even practice squad career. He had a fumble in this game off a punt. Joe Milton did have a fumble, but he didn't lose it in this game. And also DJ Rogers had a fumble. He's able to get it back. Let's go to the defensive side. Curtis Robinson, 8 total tackles for 5 solo. He had a tackle for loss in this game. The middle linebacker, Julius Ruiz. He's been showcasing himself in training camp. He had 5 total tackles, 2 solo for him. Caden Carson should be cut right about now. 4 total tackles, 3 solo, 1 pass defense, and also 3 bonehead penalties and 1 fall down. He should have got beat for a touchdown, but neither here or there. Justin Barron, 4 total tackles, 2 solo for him. He had a tackle for loss. James Houston, like I said, he had 2 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss. He also had a sack and a tackle for loss. A quarterback hit also. Marquise Bell, he got out of jail. 2 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Man, I mean, I guess Bell money got him out.
He made bail.
He made bail. Reddy Stewart, he had a half a sack off a blitz. He had 2 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss. Also a QB hit. Malachi Lawrence, the rookie out of Central Florida, he had 2 solo tackles, 3 total tackles for him in his rookie debut. Langston Patterson, 3 total tackles, 1 solo. Kelvin Gilman Jr., he had 3 total tackles for him. Josh Butler, 2 total tackles, 2 solo. We had Isaiah Land, he had 2 total tackles, 1 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. Amir Speed, 2 total tackles, 2 solo also. Twaziki Bridges, 2 total tackles, 1 solo. You had 2 total tackles. Sam Williams, he's still here. He had 2 total tackles. Shamir James, he's still here. He had 2 total tackles. Tyrus Wheat, he had half a sack and 2 total tackles. Jonathan Mingo, he had a tackle. I think that was off of special teams. Marius Lafatu, he had a sack and a total tackle and a solo tackle for him. So he's fighting for a job. Tommy John Jr., he had a tackle for a loss and a total tackle. Jordan Hudson, he had a tackle and a solo tackle. Shavon Revelle Jr., a guy fighting for the other corner spot, he had a solo tackle and a tackle. And Darren Kendrick had a solo tackle. Elijah Clark had a tackle, and LT Overton also had a tackle in this game. As we look to anything else, Israel Abanakin had a kick return for 25 yards. Jadon Blue had a kick return for 23 yards in this game. Trayshawn Holden had one punt return, which he fumbled. Brandon Aubrey was 1-of-1 on his field goal for 29 yards. I think he's overrated, but that's just me. Brian Anger.
Oh, wow. Why is that? Because he got paid?
I mean, I don't see why you paid him, man. That guy fell off in the second half of the season, but that's just me. We'll see how he does. We'll see how he does this season. See if he can live up to that contract, that well-inflated contract he got over the all season, but that's just me. Brian Anger had 3 punts. He averaged 48.7 on his punts, including a long for 56 yards. Let's just get through right quick through the Seattle Seahawks. Right quick. Drew Lock, 9 of 13 for him, 40 yards, 3.1 yards a carry, including 1 tackle. He had a 98.2 QBR rating. Jalen Milroe, 5 of 8 on throwing for 36 yards, 4.5 yards a throw. He had a rating. George Holland, 12 carries of 42 yards for him, including a long for 8. Jalen Milroe, 5 for 36, including a long for 20 yards. Verlis Jones Jr., 7 for 19. Drew Lock scrambled for 1 for 6. Justin Jones had a carry for 3 yards. TJ Harton had 2 carries for 1 yard. Montori Foster Jr., he's the high man for the Seahawks receiver. He had 5 for 36 off 7 targets, including a touchdown. Jake Bobo, 3 carries, 3 receptions for 13 yards on 5 targets. Elijah Aro, one catch for 12 yards off 1 tackle. Nick Vannett, 1 catch for 10 yards off 1 target. Nick Callerup, 1 catch for 6 yards off 1 target. Ricky White, the third, 1 catch for 4 yards off 1 target. Cody Wright had 1 target.
Wasn't man enough to step on the field today.
Oh wow. TJ Harden, one target, no catches, and Verlis Jones Jr.
Don't worry, he wasn't the only
character.
Sam Darnold didn't step on the field either.
Well, he can say the same thing about Dak Prescott. He's over there talking trash, but he wasn't stepping on the field. I guess he didn't want to get hurt. That comes week one of the season.
Different circumstances.
Yeah. We know Dak Prescott's injury is coming week one. You know, we've already
when we win the Super Bowl, and we'll start week one of the preseason because we want to set the standard.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair walkthrough. Okay. Oh, let's get to some highlights for the Seattle Seahawks on the defense. Tyrus Knight, 10 total tackles.
You just don't get it. You just don't get it, do you? You don't understand what's getting ready to happen here. I see you don't understand what's getting ready to happen here.
I understand.
It's going to shock me. You don't
understand.
So you don't think Dak Prescott could be a great champion, huh?
I don't think he's going to last the season. I don't think he's going to last the season. I think week one he's going down. Week one, unfortunately, he's going down. Listen, I've told you this, Walter. When Dak Prescott plays a healthy season, he follows it up with an injury. That's just who Dak Prescott is. Go through the history. Anytime he's played a healthy season, he's always missed games the next season. It's like the football guys guarantee it or something. But let's get back to the stats and facts. Tyrese Knight, 10 total tackles for 7. Chaz Surratt, 6 total tackles for 2 solo. Aaron Smith, he had 5 total tackles, 3 solo. Patrick O'Connell, 5 total tackles, 2 solo. Rodney Thomas, the second, 5 total tackles, 1 solo. Jaden Gaines, 2 total tackles, 2 solo. Andre Fuller, 3 total tackles, 3 solo. Jared Ivey, 3 total tackles, 2 solo. Let's get down to the special teams. For them, Rashan Rochelle, he had 2 kick returns for 40 yards. Cody Wright also had two kick returns for 34 yards in this game. Rochelle also had a punt return for 52 yards in this game. Cody Wright also had a punt return for 18 yards in this game. Jason Myers were 0 for 1 on his field goals in this game. And Michael Dickerson, 3 punts. He averaged 47 yards on those punts along of 51. And Walt, that's your stats and facts of this 17-7 dub. First time since 2017 that the Dallas Cowboys get a opening preseason win. Next up for them next week against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Against the Cardinals, that game will be a 9:00 local tip here on the Cowboys, I guess, network on Channel 11. So look forward to that one. Walt, back to you.
Arizona Cardinals, a team we haven't beat since a long time. They've beat us with backup quarterbacks. And a team you ain't beat with consistency since Troy Aikman was playing quarterback for the Cowboys. Yeah. That's how long it's been. Yeah,
it was since he left.
Oh man, we got them next week.
We used to own that team too. We used to own that team. That was a game every season. When the Cowboys had the Cardinals, whether it was here or on Arizona, you pencil that as a win. You know that was a home game up there. You pencil that as a dub. I mean, you said, this is a dub. We know we getting this dub, but now all of a sudden we can't beat that team. Just can't beat them. Backup quarterbacks and all.
It don't matter, and it don't matter who's quarterbacking for them.
You done had
Josh Dobbs
come through the league.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs.
Who was last year?
Who's that backup quarterback that beat us?
Who was last year?
Was it Jacoby Brissett?
He didn't want to say this is too easy. Jacoby, they said this is too easy. Jacoby Brissett talking trash. Good Lord, man.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right, man. So we've done our due diligence here.
We got an interview.
They don't do that. No, they don't do that during the preseason.
I thought we heard from Jerry Jones. We heard from him
you heard from him in the pregame.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough for the day.
You heard from him in the pregame.
He started talking about when he played football back in the 40s and
man.
stuff like that. When they ran the wing T. I said, I had enough of that. All right, so we good.
Yeah. So there's that. All right, man. So let's see. Looking at next week for us on the broadcasting tip, it looks like
Wings.
we are off.
Wings on Tuesday.
Tomorrow we got Monday night. We got the Valkyries in the wings, and then on Thursday I'll be live from the AAC as Caitlin Clark comes to town with the fever, and then we'll be back at
Valkyrie
it again next
wings
Saturday.
on Monday. Valkyrie wings on Monday. Fever on Thursday.
Yep,
on Thursday,
and then Cowboys, Cardinals next Saturday.
On Saturday night. Yeah, man. Listen, we don't win 4 straight. We don't win 4 straight nights. This in a row. This is our last of the 4 straight. So shout out to Walt Chisholm. Getting this show up and running for 4 straight nights. Couldn't done it with him. This is a great guy, man. Doing his job, man. Diligence proves excellence, and that is my compadre from another mom, man. That's what the great Walt Chisholm. But don't tell him that.
Kendrick, Saturday's gonna be a late game too.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock start. So we will be up late.
On the West Coast. On the West Coast.
To give you the ins and outs of that game in Arizona.
Don't we play them in Arizona this year too? Or is that game here?
I hope not, because I know
it's here. It's here.
Oh, that's an L.
12 o'clock game.
Oh, that's an L. That's an L. We don't beat them here. We don't beat them, but we damn sure don't beat them in Jersey.
For us, it don't matter. We don't beat them on the road. We don't beat them on the road or here.
Oh, yeah, my goodness. Yeah.
Don't matter. Yeah. It don't even matter where the location is for them.
Yeah, that's hot air. That's a hot air, so get ready. I don't know when that is, but that's a hot air. You pencil it in.
Well, I know there's 3 dubs that I personally want this year from the Cowboys. I want the Houston Texans dub. Oh, actually 4. I want a Green Bay Packers dub. I want a 49ers dub, and most importantly, I want a LA Rams dub.
I can say this. I met you and passed you. I know for sure. I see 3 Cowboys L's this season. I see the Cowboys L the first game of the season. There ain't no way Donald Trump don't let his favorite quarterback lose the opening game of the season on Sunday night.
Really? So
Donald Trump will have his finger.
So what you saying is the first game of the season is going to go something like this.
I screwed Bret Hart. Bret Hart would definitely tell you I screwed him. I look at it from a different standpoint. I look at it from a standpoint of the referee did not screw Bret Hart. Shawn Michaels certainly did not screw Bret Hart. Nor did Vince McMahon screw Bret Hart. I truly believe that Bret Hart screwed Bret Hart.
So that's what opening night's about to be like, huh?
Him and McMahon's a really good pal, so that's probably how it's gonna go. But yeah, give me I know for sure there's gonna be a L opening night.
I can see it now. You're gonna be calling it the MetLife screw job.
Well, you call it whatever you
Liberty City screw job, the Liberty City screw job.
See, hey, Walt, you gonna see Jerry Jones spitting that Donald Trump or Roger Goodell and writing WCW in the background. but give me a hot L opening night. Also give me a hot L against the 49ers. They don't beat the 49ers either. And also give me a hot L against the Arizona Cardinals. They don't beat the Arizona. Those are 3 guaranteed hot L's that they get this season.
Wow. All right, man. So we'll be back Monday night. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, and we'll see you around live this Monday night when the Valkyries stomp all over the Dallas Wings in Valhalla. We're going to Valhalla.
Yeah, that's an ass whooping.
Hey, Cowboys, Mavs, Rangers, Stars, and Wings fans. It's me, Kendrick, here. I know the season may not or may be going exactly how you want it or not. But hey, like and subscribe to all those bFb DFW content to see me. I mean, forget about the other guys, because I'm the real star here. But hey, if you want to see Walt, Shams, and Vosh, that's okay. That's okay. But remember, it's all about me. So still, like and subscribe for, me and the other guys. Okay.